During my 4 years at Atkins, I've worked in a broad range of sustainable transport projects, working both with public and private sector clients. On the board there's just an example of some of the different types of work that I've been involved with. Looking at what we do for planning and highways authorities, I've been involved at all stages, from preparing master plans, sort of promoting sustainable transport right from the outset, to writing planning policy documents to guide developers and their consultants on how to produce travel plans to fulfil planning conditions. And taking it through to delivery, I've also been involved as acting as a travel plan coordinator for a residential development. And then looking again at what we do for developers and organisations, I've been involved in the preparation of voluntary travel plans and development-led travel plans for loads of different organisations: education, health, employment, residential. And I think two of the most exciting ones we've worked on has been travel plans to support the relocation of Derby Hospital and Peterborough Hospital, who've recently moved from city centre locations to out-of-town locations. And obviously, getting to work has become a lot more difficult for staff, so getting involved and giving them advice on how to get to their new workplace has been crucial. So during the 4 years I've been in Atkins, I've noticed there's been lots of different changes that's happened to the travel planning profession. For example, as John talked about, station travel plans have come around since the 2008 ATOP pilot project. We actually worked on Southend Central and Southend Victoria stations down in the southeast, and it was all about trying to get staff and users to get to the station by walking, cycling, public transport. Another change we've noticed is the more emphasis that's been placed on monitoring and coordination. Travel plans aren't just documents that people write and sit on a shelf. We're actually making them implement them. And this is what we've been doing in our role in Gloucestershire, where we've been taking on the role of the implementer and coordinator on behalf of the developers. And finally, I think personalised travel planning has come forward a lot. It's now quite commonplace in residential and workplace developments. And at Peterborough Hospital, that's what we did. We went out and we met with the members of staff and we helped them plan their journeys to their new workplace before they moved rather than afterwards. Now, probably the most exciting project that I'm currently working on is Birmingham New Street Station, which I'm sure many of you pass through every day on your way to work. Atkins is the lead consultant on the £600 million remodelling of the station, and the whole aim of the project is to make it a world-class gateway for the UK's second city. An essential tenet of the design is to try and improve connectivity for walkers, cyclists and public transport users. Our involvement began with the preparation of the travel plan, which was produced to fulfil planning requirements and to get BREEAM credits for the development. And then moving on from that, we're now developing the pedestrian wayfinding strategy for the station, which is all about trying to put people at the heart of the design process and make sure that people going to the station, either city centre visitors or commuters on their way to work or passengers interchanging, get the information they need in the right place at the right time. The wayfinding strategy that we're going to develop and implement will help make Birmingham an easier place to navigate for pedestrians and ultimately, hopefully, make more people travel by sustainable modes. Now, as I said, I've been with Atkins 4 years now, and I've just about come to the end of the Atkins CILT Accredited Transport Planning Graduate Scheme, so I'm in a position to apply for chartership for the CILT. I see several reasons for joining the body, not least the personal kudos of being chartered. And on the board, I've written some of the key things I think it will help me to do. Sort of keeping abreast of policy changes. Obviously, at the moment, there's massive changes going on in the planning arena. And I think by being a member of a body, it gives you a chance to find out about what the latest government thinking is, what other professionals think, and ultimately so we can best serve our clients' needs. It also provides an opportunity to access online resources and to share knowledge and best practice with fellow travel plan professionals. I think this is particularly important when we're looking at emerging sort of areas within the travel plan profession, such as sustainable planning for logistics and what we're currently involved in helping local authorities with their sustainable transport fund bids and hopefully programmes once they get the money. And things like today are also really important because for people like me who work by themselves as a travel planner with other disciplines, it's an opportunity to meet other people who work in the profession and find out what people are doing, and hopefully that'll help me in my future career. Lastly, I know in Atkins, me and Rachel, we get a bit of stick from our male colleagues that see us woolly transport planners as not being quite the real deal. And I think that now the CILT is recognising travel planning, giving us our own forum, it gives us strength and shows that we are valued as a profession. And it also gives weight to our arguments that travel planning can deliver real social, economic and environmental benefits. Now, as John said, the National Planning Policy Framework is a little bit woolly at the moment, but it does give an endorsement to travel plans. So it means that, unlike other policies, travel plans aren't just going to disappear off the face of the earth. There is a real need for them. And as the evidence base for the impacts that travel planning can bring gets bigger, I think that gives us even more reason to make the argument that travel planning really does deliver benefits for companies and for wider society. That's the end of my presentation. Thank you.
Thank you.